You deserve to fall asleep in peace and wake up in wealth. Tonight, I will guide you to release every fear of lack and plant new seeds of prosperity in your subconscious. As you rest, your mind will be retrained to welcome money, success, and good into your life. Through this meditation, I will guide you gently into deep sleep, where your conscious mind rests and your subconscious mind opens wide. As you sleep, you will receive affirmations of wealth, love, and security. You will wake up renewed, peaceful, and aligned with prosperity. This is not just a meditation, it is a retraining of your inner dialogue, a rewiring of your beliefs, and an invitation for life to bring you more good than you can imagine. I know how it feels to go to bed with worry, wondering if life will ever change, wondering if money will ever flow with ease. Many of us have been taught to believe in struggle, to believe that abundance is for others and not for us. But that is a lie. Tonight, we choose to believe something new. Tonight, we remember that we are worthy of every good thing. This meditation will speak directly to your heart, helping you to release fear and welcome the truth. Life loves you, and it is safe to prosper. In these 3 hours, I will guide you into a deep and healing sleep. You will hear gentle affirmations that will melt away fear and replace it with trust. You will discover that money is energy, and that by loving yourself, you open the doors for prosperity to flow. Together, we will affirm health, wealth, peace, and joy. You may not even stay awake for the first 10 minutes, but that is perfect, because your subconscious mind never sleeps. As you rest, the words of truth will sink deeply within you. By the time you awaken, you will feel lighter, freer, and ready to receive the abundance that has always been waiting for you. Right now, I want you to notice how much weight you've been carrying in your mind and in your body. We often go to bed with the same thoughts we woke up with, and those thoughts can feel heavy, like a bag of rocks strapped to our shoulders. Here's something most people completely miss. You cannot welcome prosperity when you're still clutching the baggage of the day. Your subconscious mind cannot open to receive abundance if it's busy rerunning your to-do list, your bills, or your worries. So let's do something together. Close your eyes, take a slow breath in, and then let it out. Again, breathe in and release. With each breath, I invite you to imagine you're setting down a suitcase you've been dragging all day. It's filled with old conversations, missed calls, frustrations, and self-criticism. But you don't need to take that suitcase into your dreams tonight. Place it gently at your feet. See it there. Feel the relief in your shoulders, your chest, your stomach. You're lighter now. Why does this matter? Because the universe always responds to the energy we bring to it. If we carry tension into sleep, our subconscious replays that tension through the night. But when we choose to let go, even for these few moments, we tell life, I am ready for something better. Now here's the truth. Forgiveness is the doorway to abundance. I know some of you may be saying, but Louise, you don't know what happened to me today. And that's true. I don't know every detail. But I do know this. Holding on to anger, even the little frustrations, is like swallowing poison and expecting someone else to get sick. Tonight, I want you to release yourself. Say softly in your mind, I forgive myself for what I didn't do today. I forgive others for what they did or didn't say. I let it all go now. Can you feel that? The air becomes softer when you speak these words. Your heart slows its racing. Your breath becomes smoother. Your body listens when your mind chooses peace. Think of this. When you were a small child, falling asleep in your mother's arms, you didn't rehearse tomorrow's chores. You simply surrendered. You knew you were safe enough to drift away. That same innocence still lives inside you, waiting to be called forward. Tonight, we call it back. I invite you now to breathe in once more, and with your out-breath, say to yourself, this day is complete. I release it with love. I am free to rest. As you continue listening, remember this feeling. The heavy suitcase is gone. The burdens of the day are set down. You are stepping into a new energy, the energy of openness, the energy that says, I am ready to prosper as I sleep. And as we move forward, you'll see why creating this release is so important, because what's coming next is even more powerful. The experience of deep safety, where your mind and body can finally relax enough to accept abundance. Now that you've released the weight of the day, I want you to go even deeper into a place of safety, because true prosperity cannot flow into a mind that feels threatened or into a body that feels tense and unprotected. Here's something most people don't realize. Your subconscious mind will only accept new beliefs when it feels safe enough to open. Just like a flower will only bloom when the sun is warm and the soil is rich, your heart will only blossom when it trusts that it will not be hurt. That is why before we plant the seeds of abundance, we must first create the fertile ground of peace and security. Tonight, I want you to know without a doubt that you are safe and that it is safe for you to prosper. Take a long, slow breath with me, and as you exhale, imagine every muscle in your body softening, as though your body finally knows that nothing is required of it but to rest. Feel your shoulders sink into the bed, feel your spine settle, feel your arms and your legs letting go of all the tension they've carried for you. You may not even notice how much strain your body holds until you give it permission to relax. Right now, give that permission. Whisper gently to yourself, it is safe for me to relax. It is safe for me to let go. It is safe for me to prosper. Repeat that softly in your mind, letting the words roll through you like waves. With every repetition, notice how the air around you feels warmer, softer, almost like a blanket of love wrapping itself around your whole being. I often tell people, the nervous system calms when we speak words of love to ourselves. When you say, I am safe, your body listens. When you say, it is safe to prosper, your mind leans in and opens, ready to receive. This is the doorway to transformation. Think about it. How can wealth flow into a life that feels unsafe? Even if money did come, it would slip through your fingers, because the inner self would not trust that it could hold on to it. But when you feel safe, you become like a steady riverbank that can contain the flow of abundance. The current may rise and swell, but you remain grounded, steady, ready to receive and directed. So tonight, I want you to imagine your home, or the place where you are lying now, becoming the safest sanctuary you've ever known. Picture the doors gently closing and locking with love, not with fear, but with a calm assurance that you are protected. Imagine the windows sealed against any disturbance so that no noise, no worry, no fear can enter. The world outside may still be busy, but in here, in this sacred space you've created, only peace is allowed. You are free to rest. You are free to open. You are free to be filled with good. And as you feel this safety surrounding you, notice what happens inside. Your breath becomes slower, more even. Your heart beats more gently. Your forehead softens. Your jaw relaxes. Your stomach loosens its grip. Every part of you is learning that it is okay to surrender. It is okay to let life hold you, to let love carry you, to let prosperity flow to you without struggle. For years you may have believed you had to fight for everything, that nothing came easy, that safety had to be earned. But those were old lessons taught by those who did not know any better. Tonight, we tell your subconscious a new story. I am safe now. I am protected. I am free to receive. Remember this truth. The universe is always conspiring for your good. Life itself wants you to flourish, just as it wants flowers to bloom and rivers to flow. You were never meant to live in fear. You were never meant to live in struggle. Those ideas were taught to you, and because they were taught, they can also be unlearned. Right now, with your body resting and your mind softening, you are unlearning fear. You are learning love. You are remembering that life is on your side and that it is safe to let go. As you settle deeper into this sense of safety, feel how your whole being opens up. Imagine your chest as a wide open doorway, and through this doorway, prosperity is free to enter. Money, love, opportunities, joy, whatever you have been asking for is now able to walk right in, because you have opened the door and declared, I am safe to receive. There is no rush. There is no pressure. It is all gentle, all natural, like a tide moving in and out. Tonight you are held by life. Tonight you are surrounded by love. Tonight you are safe, and because you are safe, you are ready to prosper. Now, with this deep knowing in your heart, allow your breath to guide you further inward. Let every inhale remind you that life supports you, and every exhale remind you that it is safe to let go. And as you rest in this state, we will move gently into the next step of this journey, where we begin to speak directly to your subconscious with words of prosperity, words that will echo through your dreams, words that will reprogram your life for abundance. Now that your body feels safe and your mind has softened, we can take the next step into the heart of prosperity. And here is something that may surprise you. Abundance does not begin with money or with opportunities or with luck. It begins with the simple, radical decision to believe that you are worthy of good. Every form of wealth in your outer life flows from this inner conviction. If deep down you believe that you don't deserve, then no matter how hard you try, you will struggle to hold on to abundance. But when you affirm your worthiness, when you embrace the truth that you are lovable and deserving, you open the floodgates for prosperity to pour in. I want you to remember a time in your life when you were very small, before the world told you who you should be, before anyone suggested that love had to be earned, before anyone convinced you that money was hard to come by. In that pure innocence, you didn't question your worth. You cried and food came. You reached out and someone lifted you. You were worthy simply because you existed. That same worth is still in you now. It has never left you. It is your birthright. What I am asking you to do tonight is to reclaim it, to say yes to yourself again. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, whisper in your mind, I deserve prosperity. I deserve love. I deserve joy. Feel those words moving through you like warm sunlight. Let them touch the corners of your being that may have been frozen with doubt or shame. Some of you may feel resistance rise up. A voice might say, but I've failed, I've made mistakes, I've struggled too long. And I want you to hear me clearly. Mistakes do not cancel worth. Struggle does not erase value. Failure does not diminish the light of who you are. You are, and always will be, worthy of abundance simply because you are alive. Consider this. When a child is born, no one says, this one deserves air and this one does not. The breath of life is given freely to all. And just as air flows naturally, so too does abundance flow naturally when we stop blocking it with beliefs of unworthiness. Your job tonight is not to earn worthiness, not to prove yourself, not to argue with your past. Your job is only to soften, to allow, to claim what has always been yours. Let's speak this truth together now. I am worthy of money. I am worthy of success. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of every good thing life has to offer. Repeat these words softly inside, over and over, like a lullaby to your subconscious mind. And each time you repeat them, imagine your inner self, the little child within, looking up at you with bright eyes, finally hearing the words it has been waiting for all along. You are telling yourself what you should have been told every day. You are enough, you are deserving, you are precious, you are safe to receive. If you find it difficult to believe, that's okay. Simply let the words wash over you. Imagine them like drops of water nourishing a dry field. At first the soil may resist, but with every drop it softens. In time, it becomes fertile again. Your subconscious is that field, and these affirmations are the rain. Keep letting them in. Even if part of you says no, another deeper part is listening and saying yes. That part knows the truth. That part is awake now. Here's a picture I want you to hold in your mind. Imagine a garden filled with flowers of every color. Roses, lilies, daisies, orchids. Each one different, each one beautiful, each one worthy of blooming in the Sunday. Does one flower deserve the rain more than another? Of course not. They all receive equally. You are one of those flowers. You are not here to prove your worth. You are here to bloom. You are here to be nourished by life. And the more you allow yourself to receive, the more beautifully you will blossom, and the more fragrance and beauty you will offer to the world. So tonight, as you drift further into rest, repeat again and again, I deserve prosperity. I am worthy of wealth. I am safe to receive good. I love and approve of myself. Let these words echo until they become the very rhythm of your breath. Let them sink into the deepest parts of you, rewriting the old scripts, erasing the lies of unworthiness, planting new truths that will rise with you in the morning. And know this, every time you affirm your worth, you are building a foundation that money, love, and success can rest upon. Without worthiness, wealth slips away. With worthiness, it gathers and multiplies. Tonight, you are choosing the path of worthiness, and because of that, prosperity is choosing you. Now, with your heart softened and your mind open, we will move into an even deeper truth. Money itself is energy, and like all energy, it responds to the way you think and feel about it. And that is where we are going next. Now that you have begun to remember your worthiness, let us go even deeper, because worthiness opens the door, but the energy of abundance is what flows through that door. And here is something that most people completely miss. Money is not just paper or numbers on a screen. It is energy, it is a current, it is the same universal flow that makes rivers run, winds blow, flowers bloom, and the sun rise each morning. And when you understand that money is energy, you begin to treat it differently. You stop fearing it. You stop clutching at it. And instead you begin to bless it, to appreciate it, to allow it to circulate freely through your life, the way air circulates through your lungs, the way blood flows through your veins, the way love moves through your heart. Think about this. When you breathe in, you don't grab the air and hold it forever. You trust that when you exhale, more air will come, and so you release with ease. Money is the same way. When we hold it with fear, when we say, I must cling to every coin or I'll never have enough, we choke the flow. But when we bless it as it comes in and bless it as it goes out, when we trust that more is always on the way, the current of abundance grows stronger. Life loves circulation. Life loves movement. Prosperity comes to those who know how to let it move. So let's speak to your subconscious mind right now. Say softly, I love money and money loves me. I am at ease with the flow of life. Money is energy and I allow it to flow freely through me. As you whisper these truths inside, imagine money not as a cold, lifeless thing, but as golden light, shimmering and warm. See this light flowing toward you like a stream, entering your hands, filling your home, and then moving outward again to bless others, to pay for your needs, to support those you love, to circulate back into the world, and always returning to you multiplied. This is the cycle of prosperity. Give, receive, without fear, without struggle, only trust. You may have been taught that money is evil or that loving money is wrong, but let me tell you something with clarity. There is nothing evil about energy. There is nothing wrong with appreciating the good that flows into your life. What matters is how you use it. Just as electricity can light up a home or start a fire, Money can bring joy, comfort, and freedom when guided by love. When you bless money, when you treat it as a friend, it responds to you with loyalty and abundance. When you fear it, criticize it, or resent it, it slips away. Tonight, we retrain your subconscious to love this energy, to see it as your ally, to know that prosperity is as natural as your breath. Picture this. Imagine yourself standing by a river. The water is clear, sparkling, endless. You dip your hands into it and lift it to your lips. You drink, and then you let it go, because you know the river never runs out. That is how I want you to feel about money. You don't need to dam the river. You don't need to hoard the water. You don't need to fear that it will dry up. You simply bless it, enjoy it, and trust its return. Whisper now inside, I trust the flow of life. Money comes to me easily and frequently. I bless every dollar that enters and leaves my hands. And notice how your body responds as you speak these words. Maybe your chest feels lighter. Maybe a small smile begins to form. Maybe a knot in your stomach loosens. That is the energy shifting. That is your subconscious beginning to release the old stories and accept new ones. For years, you may have been taught that money only comes with struggle, or that wealth belongs to other people, or that it's not spiritual to want prosperity. But those were never your beliefs. They were given to you, planted in your mind by parents, teachers, or society. Tonight, you choose a new belief. Money is energy, and energy is infinite. It flows without end. Let me tell you a truth I have seen again and again. When people bless money, it multiplies. When they curse it, it disappears. Your words and thoughts are magnets. They either pull prosperity in or push it away. So tonight, let's use your words as magnets for good. Say silently, I welcome money as a friend. I love seeing it grow. I love sharing it. I love the freedom it brings. I am always supported by life's abundance. Feel how these affirmations soften the fear and create trust. Imagine them sinking into your subconscious like roots growing deep into fertile soil. The deeper they go, the stronger your prosperity will grow tomorrow, next week, next year, for the rest of your life. And as you rest here, bathed in this golden energy, notice how natural it feels to welcome money as energy. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to force it. You don't need to beg for it. You simply align with it, bless it, and allow it to circulate. That is the secret most people never learn, but you are learning it tonight. You are remembering that life itself is energy, and energy always flows to where it is welcomed, appreciated, and loved. So let this mantra rest in your heart as you drift deeper. I love money, and money loves me. I trust the flow of life. I am safe to prosper. Repeat it again and again until it becomes the song your soul hums in your sleep. And when you wake, the energy of abundance will already be moving toward you, ready to meet you in the new day. And from here, we will move naturally into the next great key, the practice of gratitude, because gratitude is the multiplier of good. And when you give thanks for what you already have, you open the door wide for more to enter. Here is something so simple and yet so powerful that most people overlook it every single day. Gratitude multiplies whatever you give it to. It turns little into plenty, it turns ordinary into miraculous, it turns worry into peace, and it turns lack into abundance. Gratitude is a magnet. Whatever you give thanks for expands. If you wake up in the morning and complain about what is missing, you are telling life, more of this, please. And life, which always says yes, will gladly give you more of what you complain about. But if you wake up and bless what you already have, even the smallest things, you are telling life, this is good, I want more of this. And life, which always says yes, will open its hands wide and pour blessings into your world. Gratitude is not just polite words, it is a vibration, it is a frequency, it is an energy that tunes you into the flow of abundance. Think about this. A friend who is never thanked for their kindness may eventually stop showing up, but a friend who is always met with appreciation feels encouraged to return again and again. Abundance works in the same way. When you complain about money, when you curse your bills, when you grumble about what you don't have, you are closing the door on abundance. But when you thank every dollar, when you bless your bed, when you smile at the food on your table, when you give thanks even for the breath in your lungs, you are rolling out the red carpet for abundance to enter. The universe loves a grateful heart. Right now, I want you to look around you, or if your eyes are closed, imagine with your inner sight all the things you can give thanks for in this moment. Your bed that cradles you, the roof that shelters you, the body that carries you, even if it aches, the breath that moves through you without your effort, without your control. Whisper softly inside, "Thank you, life. Thank you for this body. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this bed. Thank you for this moment." Let the words rise like a gentle prayer. And notice how as you speak them, your body relaxes even more. Gratitude calms the nervous system. Gratitude softens the heart. Gratitude opens the door to receiving. Now some of you may be thinking, "But Louise, I don't have much to be grateful for. My bills are high, my account is low. My problems are many." And I want you to hear me. Gratitude is not about ignoring your challenges. It is about shifting your focus so that your energy aligns with solutions instead of problems. If you thank the $20 in your wallet, that $20 feels acknowledged and invites more to join it. If you thank the warm meal before you, that meal says, "Let me bring my friends." Gratitude is like calling Abundance's family to come over. When you bless the little multiplies. So tonight, as you drift into sleep, I want you to rehearse gratitude in the simplest way. With every inhale, whisper inside, "Thank you." With every exhale, whisper inside, "Thank you." Let gratitude become your lullaby. Let it weave through your subconscious like a golden thread, stitching together every thought with love. And as you sleep, your mind will remember, I am abundant, I am blessed, I am supported. Picture this. Imagine yourself walking through a garden. At first the flowers are few and the soil looks dry, but every time you say thank you, a flower blooms. You say thank you for your breath, a rose appears. You say thank you for your health, a lily blossoms. You say thank you for your bed, a daisy unfolds. Soon the whole garden is overflowing with color and fragrance, simply because you chose gratitude. This is how life responds. Gratitude is the water. Gratitude is the sunlight. Gratitude is the gardener that multiplies the beauty. And let us speak it together now. I am grateful for the money I have. I am grateful for the love in my life. I am grateful for the opportunities that surround me. I am grateful for my body, my health, my breath. I am grateful for the abundance that is on its way to me now. Let these words rest in your heart. Let them sink down into your subconscious. Even if you fall asleep as you repeat them, your mind will carry them like seeds into the fertile ground of your dreams, and they will bloom as prosperity in your waking life. Notice how you feel as gratitude begins to circulate in your system, lighter, softer, more open. That is the shift. That is abundance responding. That is life whispering back, "Thank you for noticing. Here is more." And as you continue to rest, we will move into another powerful practice, forgiveness. Because if gratitude multiplies, forgiveness unblocks. And when you release resentment, you clear the channel so that prosperity can rush in unhindered. Gratitude opens the door wide for more good to enter. And now we step into another truth, one that may feel tender at first, but is essential if you want to live in the full flow of prosperity. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is the great unclogger, the great cleanser, the great liberator of energy. Here is what I have seen over and over again. Resentment blocks prosperity the way stones block a river. No matter how much water tries to rush forward, if the path is filled with boulders, the current cannot move. And resentment, anger, blame, guilt, all of these are the boulders of the heart. If you want your prosperity to flow, you must clear the stones. You must release the weight of old grievances. You must allow yourself to be free. I know for many of you, forgiveness feels like an impossible task. You might say, but Louise, you don't know what they did to me. You don't know the hurt I've carried. You don't know how unfair it was. And you are right, I don't know every detail of your story. But I do know this, holding on to anger does not punish them, it punishes you. Holding on to resentment does not make you strong, it makes you sick. I once wrote that cancer often comes from deep resentment, held for so long it eats away at the body Louise Hay, heal your body ski. And that is why forgiveness is not about excusing others. It is about freeing yourself. It is about saying, I choose not to let this pain poison me anymore. I choose to let go. I choose to be free. So tonight as you rest, I invite you to scan your heart gently. Who are you still carrying? Whose face still brings tension when it rises in your memory? It might be a parent who criticized you, a partner who betrayed you, a boss who treated you unfairly, or maybe it is yourself for mistakes, for choices, for failures you cannot let go. Whoever it is, let them come to mind now. See them standing before you. And then, with a deep breath, whisper inside, I forgive you, I release you, I set you free, and I set myself free. Say it again and again, not because you feel ready, but because you are willing. Forgiveness is not a feeling at first. It is a decision, a choice, a practice. And the feeling comes later, like a soft rain after long drought. Imagine this, a river clogged with branches, debris, and stones. The water pushes, but it cannot flow. Then slowly, one by one, you remove the stones. With each stone you lift away, the water surges more freely. This is what happens in your heart when you forgive. Each act of forgiveness is a stone removed. Each release lets prosperity rush forward. And soon, what once felt stagnant becomes alive again, fresh and abundant, flowing without end. Speak these words with me now. As you breathe deeply, I release the past with love. I forgive everyone who has ever hurt me. I forgive myself for everything. I am free. I am safe. I allow prosperity to flow through me. Let these affirmations echo softly in your mind, like gentle waves rolling onto a shore. Even if part of you resists, another part is listening, another part is opening, another part is saying yes, and that part is the one that will set you free. You see, forgiveness is not about denying what happened. It is not about pretending the pain wasn't real. It is about saying, I will no longer chain myself to it. You cannot hold resentment in one hand and abundance in the other. They do not mix. Life wants to give you good, but if your hands are already clenched around old pain, you cannot receive it. Tonight, you open your hands. Tonight, you let go. Tonight, you trust life enough to release the past and make space for the future. And as you rest in this gentle truth, feel the lightness that forgiveness brings. Your chest expands, your breath deepens, your mind clears. A sense of space opens within you, and into that space, prosperity can flow. Imagine yourself now as a wide, clear river, unobstructed, shining in the moonlight, free of all debris. That is who you are when you forgive. That is who you are tonight. So let this mantra guide you as you drift deeper. I release, I forgive, I am free, I am safe, I am prosperous. Repeat it softly until it becomes the very rhythm of your heart. And with forgiveness alive in you, your heart is open, your mind is clear, and you are ready to go even deeper into the planting of abundance in your subconscious mind as you sleep. Life is always a mirror. This is one of the most powerful truths you will ever learn. Whatever you believe about yourself is reflected back to you through the circumstances, the people, and the experiences that appear in your daily life. The outer world is not separate from you. It is a reflection of your inner thoughts, your words, and your expectations. If you have been living with lack, if you have been surrounded by struggle, if doors seem to close instead of open, then it is not because life is cruel or unfair. It is because deep within, the mirror of your mind has been showing you the picture you've been holding. And here is the most empowering part. You can change that picture at any moment. You are the painter, you are the storyteller, you are the one holding the brush. When you choose new thoughts, the reflection must change. It is law. It cannot fail. Think of it this way. When you stand before a mirror and you want to see yourself smile, you don't beg the reflection to smile first. You smile, and instantly the image responds. Life works the same way. If you want to see abundance, you must first begin to think abundance. If you want to see love, you must first affirm love. If you want to see peace, you must first cultivate peace inside. The mirror does not decide what to show you, it only reflects. Your job is to choose what you will put in front of it. So tonight as you rest, I invite you to look into the mirror of your mind and see something new. Picture yourself wealthy. Picture yourself at ease. Picture yourself smiling with joy as bills are paid with grace, as opportunities flow in, as your bank account grows. Do not wait for the outer world to change first. Begin here in the sacred place of your imagination. Whisper softly inside, life reflects my prosperity. Life reflects my joy. Life reflects my worthiness. Repeat these truths again and again until they settle deeply in your subconscious, where the seeds of tomorrow are planted. Perhaps part of you resists. Perhaps part of you says, but Louise, I don't see it yet. My reality is not like that. And I say to you gently, of course the old reflection is still there. Just as a photograph shows a moment already past, your current life is the picture of your old thoughts. It cannot be otherwise. But when you choose new thoughts now, the picture must change. Be patient. Be gentle. Keep affirming the truth. The mirror will catch up with you, always. Imagine this, a garden in early spring. The ground may still look bare. You may not see any green shoots pushing through the soil, but if you have planted seeds and you water them and you trust the process, you know the sprouts will appear. You don't dig up the soil every day demanding proof. You trust, you wait, and suddenly, one morning, the first tender sprout breaks through. Life always reflects what is planted. And your mind is the soil. Tonight we are planting seeds of abundance, and the sprouts will come. Let us affirm together now, I am abundant, I am worthy, I am prosperous. Life reflects my inner wealth. Everywhere I go, I see prosperity mirrored back to me. Say it softly, again and again, until your mind begins to hum with these truths. Even if you fall asleep, your subconscious will continue to repeat them, carrying them like sacred instructions into the fertile soil of your dreams. And as you rest, the mirror of your life begins to shift, begins to tilt toward the light, begins to show you the images of wealth, love, and joy that you are choosing tonight. Feel how freeing it is to know that you are not at the mercy of circumstances, not at the mercy of luck, not at the mercy of anyone else. You are the one who holds the brush. You are the one who smiles first. You are the one who speaks the words that life reflects. And as you sink deeper into this rest, your subconscious is already changing the picture, already turning the mirror to reveal a brighter, fuller, richer version of your life. So breathe deeply now, let go of resistance, and hold this mantra in your heart as you drift. Life reflects my prosperity. I choose abundance, and the mirror shows it to me. And from here, we will move into the next step, which is even more powerful, the practice of visualization, where we do not only affirm abundance in words, but we create clear, vibrant pictures of it in the mind, knowing that what we imagine with love must become our reality. The subconscious mind does not know the difference between what is real and what is imagined. This is why visualization is so powerful. The pictures you create inside your mind are treated by your subconscious as if they are happening now, and because the mind and body respond to those pictures, life itself begins to move toward them, arranging circumstances, people, and opportunities to match what you have imagined. Most of us spend our days unconsciously visualizing lack, imagining worst-case scenarios, rehearsing fears. We see unpaid bills, we see empty accounts, we see doors closing, and then we are surprised when life reflects those pictures. But tonight, we will do something new. Tonight, we will give your subconscious mind new images, rich images, joyful images of abundance and prosperity, so that as you sleep, your inner screen plays only the movie of wealth and ease, and life begins to respond accordingly. Close your eyes if they are not already closed, and let me guide you into a picture. Imagine opening your wallet, and instead of emptiness, you see it overflowing with bills, crisp and new. Feel the texture of the notes between your fingers. See the colors, the patterns. Imagine sliding your hand across the smoothness of abundance. Breathe in and notice the joy, the relief, the freedom that comes from this picture. Your subconscious does not question, it believes. So give it this image again and again. Every time you imagine, the picture grows stronger. Now see yourself sitting at a desk, opening an envelope that once brought fear. Perhaps it was a bill, a demand, a reminder of what was owed. But tonight, when you open it, you find a statement that says, paid in full. See the words, feel the joy, feel the freedom. Imagine the smile spreading across your face, the relaxation in your body. Say softly, every debt is paid, every burden lifted. I am free, I am abundant. Notice how good it feels to hold that picture. Let us go further. See your bank account on the screen before you. Imagine the numbers rising higher and higher. Perhaps it says 1,000, then 10,000, then 100,000, then more. See the numbers roll upward like a gentle tide, always increasing, never stopping. Notice how your body feels as you watch the numbers grow. Perhaps you feel your chest expand, your breath deepen, your shoulders relax. This is the body responding to the picture. The subconscious is already learning. Wealth is safe, abundance is real, prosperity is here. And now imagine yourself in the flow of giving and receiving. See yourself purchasing something beautiful with ease, a gift for yourself, a gift for someone you love. See yourself paying with joy, not fear. Notice the smile on the face of the person receiving your payment. Notice the gratitude in your own heart. This is circulation. This is energy flowing. Money is not static. It is alive, moving, joyful, and it loves to move through grateful hands. Whisper softly, I give with joy, and I receive with ease. Money flows freely, always returning to me multiplied. Here's a simple truth. What you imagine with love becomes your reality. So tonight, imagine vividly, richly, and with joy. Picture yourself standing in your dream home. Notice the colors on the walls, the softness of the floor beneath your feet, the warmth of the light shining through the windows. Walk through each room in your imagination. Touch the furniture, breathe the air. Feel how safe, how comfortable, how luxurious it is. Then see yourself welcoming friends and family into this home, laughter filling the space, love circulating with ease. Your subconscious mind is absorbing this picture as truth, and life is listening. And now, Visualize yourself receiving unexpected money. Perhaps a check arrives in the mail. Perhaps someone hands you cash. Perhaps a new opportunity appears out of nowhere. See yourself holding it in your hands, smiling with delight. Hear yourself say, "Thank you, life, for this gift. I am open to receiving more." Let that joy fill your body. The more vividly you picture it, the more deeply your subconscious absorbs it, and the more quickly life begins to reflect it back to you. Imagine now a golden river flowing through your life. See it moving steadily, smoothly, abundantly. This river is prosperity, and it never runs dry. Step into the river in your imagination. Feel it surround you, support you, carry you gently forward. Whisper softly, "I am in the flow of abundance. Prosperity carries me with ease. I am safe, I am supported, I am wealthy." And as you hold these pictures in your mind, know that you do not need to force, you do not need to struggle. Visualization is the act of choosing the movie you will play inside your mind. And the more you play the movie of wealth, the more life says yes, the more circumstances align, the more doors open. So let these pictures rest inside you now as seeds planted in fertile soil, seeds that will grow while you sleep, seeds that will sprout in your waking life in ways you may not expect, but always in ways that bless you. And as we continue on this journey, we will deepen this practice even more, because not only do we plant new pictures, but we also understand that sleep itself is a sacred time of healing and reprogramming. And that is where we will go next, into the mystery of sleep as healing, where your conscious mind rests and your subconscious receives the truth without resistance. Sleep is not just rest for the body, it is the sacred time when your subconscious mind is most open, most receptive, most willing to accept new truths. During the day, your conscious mind is busy, it questions, it resists, it argues, it doubts. It is filled with chatter and old patterns, and it often stands as a gatekeeper, blocking the new beliefs you are trying to plant. But at night, when you drift into sleep, the conscious mind softens, the gatekeeper steps aside, and your subconscious becomes like fertile soil, ready to receive every seed of love, every affirmation of prosperity, every vision of abundance. This is why what you hear before and during sleep has such power. Your mind never stops listening. Your body may rest, but your subconscious hears every word. That is why we are here together, filling these hours with words of love, wealth, safety, and prosperity, so that while you sleep, you are reprogramming your inner world, rewriting the scripts, changing the story from lack to abundance, from fear to faith, from struggle to ease. I want you to understand how profound this is. Imagine that your subconscious mind is like the software of your life. If the program running inside is full of beliefs like, "I am unworthy, I will always struggle, money is hard to get, life is against me," then no matter how hard you try, those programs keep producing the same results. But sleep is the time when we can install new programs, gentle and loving ones, like, "I am worthy, money flows easily to me, I am safe to prosper, life loves me and supports me." And once these new programs are planted, they begin to run automatically. You don't have to struggle to believe them. You don't have to fight to remember them. They become part of you, the background music of your life. Think of a phone that charges overnight. While you sleep, your phone is restoring its energy, preparing to serve you again in the morning. Your subconscious works the same way. As you sleep tonight, you are not only resting your body, you are charging your inner energy with new beliefs, new affirmations, new pictures of wealth and good. And just like a fully charged phone works effortlessly the next day, a fully charged mind, filled with positive beliefs, works effortlessly to attract prosperity, to create opportunities, to open doors. So as you drift deeper now, let me assure you, you do not need to stay awake to make this work. You do not need to hear every word. You do not need to force anything. Your subconscious will continue to absorb, to remember, to plant, even as you dream. Every word spoken tonight is a seed of abundance. Every phrase is a root reaching down into the soil of your mind. Every repetition is water nourishing the sprout. Even as you rest, even as you float into dreams, your subconscious is saying yes, yes, yes to prosperity, to love, to joy. Let us affirm together as you sink deeper. I sleep into wealth. I rest into prosperity. I dream myself abundant. As I sleep, life is working for me. As I dream, abundance flows to me. As I awaken, prosperity greets me. Repeat these softly or simply let them wash over you, like a lullaby sung to your soul. They do not require effort. They do not require struggle. They only require your willingness to let go, to trust, to surrender to the process of healing sleep. Imagine this. You are lying in a boat on a calm river at night. The stars are above you. The water is still. The air is gentle. You are not rowing. You are not steering. The current itself carries you. You do not need to know where it is going. You only need to trust that it carries you to good, to safety, to abundance. That is what sleep is. You are floating now on the current of prosperity, carried effortlessly toward your good. The river knows where to take you. Life knows how to bless you. You can rest, you can let go. And tomorrow when you awaken, you may not even remember all the words, but you will feel lighter. You will feel freer. You will notice subtle shifts, a new opportunity here, a moment of unexpected ease there, a surprise gift, a bill handled, a sense of peace where once there was fear. These are the signs that the subconscious has listened, has accepted, has begun to create from the seeds we have planted tonight. So let go fully now. Let your conscious mind sleep. Let your body rest. Let your subconscious receive. And as you continue on this journey, know that each hour of this meditation is filling you with more light, more love, more prosperity. And from here, we will move into the next great anchoring, because once these seeds are planted, they must be rooted in the soil of self-love. And that is where we are going next, into the great truth that all abundance is anchored in loving yourself. Everything we have been doing so far, releasing the day, creating safety, affirming worth, blessing money as energy, practicing gratitude, forgiving the past, and planting seeds of prosperity in your subconscious rests upon one single foundation: self-love. Without self-love, abundance cannot last. Without self-love, even when money comes, you will doubt it, you will push it away, you will find ways to sabotage it. Without self-love, you may receive briefly, but you will not allow yourself to keep. This is why the deepest work, the most powerful work, is always the work of loving yourself. When you truly love yourself, you say yes to life. You open the gates for prosperity, for love, for health, for joy. You declare to the universe, I am worthy of good, and I allow myself to have it. So tonight, as you drift deeper into rest, I want you to feel the warmth of self-love flowing through you. Imagine your heart as a glowing sun at the center of your chest. Feel it radiating warmth. Feel it sending golden light through your whole body, your arms, your legs, your head, your toes. Every part of you is bathed in this love. Say softly inside, I deeply love and approve of myself. I deeply love and approve of myself. I deeply love and approve of myself. Repeat it again and again, even if part of you hesitates, even if another voice argues. The repetition will soften the resistance, the warmth will melt the doubt. Think about a flower in a garden. If no one waters it, it cannot bloom. If it receives no sunlight, it withers. But when the gardener cares for it, when water flows, when sun shines, when love is given, the flower cannot help but open. You are that flower. Self-love is the water. Self-love is the sunlight. Without it, you cannot bloom into prosperity. With it, you blossom naturally, effortlessly, beautifully. So tonight, let self-love pour into you. Let it nourish you. Let it heal the cracks, the wounds, the doubts. Whisper gently, I am lovable. I am precious. I am enough exactly as I am. I am safe to love myself. You see, many of us were taught the opposite. We were told that to love ourselves was selfish, arrogant, or wrong. We were taught to criticize ourselves, to judge ourselves, to point out every flaw, to chase worthiness by pleasing others. And yet, none of that ever brought true joy. Self-criticism has never made anyone stronger. Self-judgment has never created abundance. Self-hatred has never healed a body. Only love heals. Only love creates. Only love multiplies. So tonight, we rewrite the lesson. Tonight, we remember the truth. The most loving thing you can do for yourself is also the most generous thing you can do for the world. Because when you love yourself, you radiate love outward. When you approve of yourself, you create peace around you. When you honor yourself, you give permission for others to do the same. Let me tell you a truth I have lived and witnessed. When people start to love themselves more each day, their lives transform. They heal illnesses. They attract better relationships. They discover new work opportunities. They prosper in ways they never imagined, not because the world suddenly changed, but because their inner world did. The outer world always follows the inner, and self-love is the most powerful change you can ever make within. So breathe deeply now, and as you exhale, let every cell in your body hear these words. I love myself. I approve of myself. I am enough. I am safe to prosper. I am worthy of every good thing life has to offer. Repeat them until they begin to feel natural. Repeat them until they feel like truth. Repeat them until the voice of doubt quiets and the voice of love rises. And let this voice carry you through the night, a soft song that reminds you you are lovable, you are precious, you are safe, you are abundant. And as we anchor into this foundation, we will continue deeper still, because there is another layer that must be healed, old guilt. And that is where we are going next, to release guilt and free yourself fully to receive all the prosperity that is waiting for you. So many of us carry guilt like a secret burden tucked away in the corners of our minds, heavy on our hearts, influencing us even when we don't realize it. Guilt is one of the greatest thieves of prosperity, because guilt whispers to us, you do not deserve, you cannot receive, you are not worthy of good. And when we believe those whispers, even unconsciously, we turn away the abundance that life is trying to give us. Here's something you may never have been told. Guilt does not serve you. It never has. It does not make you a better person. It does not erase the past. It does not heal the hurt. It only keeps you chained to yesterday, repeating the same story, the same pain, the same punishment. Tonight, we are going to let go of that story. Tonight, we are going to lay down those chains. I want you to understand this with all your heart. You have always done the best you could with the knowledge, the awareness, the understanding you had at the time. When you knew more, you did more. When you learned better, you chose better. So punishing yourself now for what you did not know then is not fair, and it is not loving. And life is not asking you to do that anymore. Life is asking you to release the guilt, to forgive yourself, to open to the good that has been waiting all along. You cannot walk into abundance while dragging the heavy sack of guilt behind you. You must put it down. You must say, I forgive myself. I am free. I am willing to move forward. So imagine with me now that you are carrying a heavy bag on your back. Inside are all the memories, all the regrets, all the mistakes you've held against yourself. Every harsh word you've spoken, every choice you wish you hadn't made, every moment you wish you could redo it is all in the bag. Feel the weight of it pressing down on your shoulders, pulling at your spine, tiring your body. Now, see yourself pausing on the path. See yourself reaching back, unstrapping that bag, and setting it gently on the ground. Breathe deeply. Feel the relief as you straighten your back, as your shoulders are freed. Notice how much lighter you feel without that sack of guilt, and whisper softly, I release you. I forgive myself. I am free now. This is what forgiveness of self feels like. It is spacious, it is light, it is relief, it is freedom, and your prosperity depends on it.